We are BC and Alberta guide dogs, and we service clients who are visually impaired. We have autism support dogs for families that have kids with moderate to profound autism. And we also have PTSD service dogs for our clients who are living with post-traumatic stress. So our partnership is all about getting the dogs used to all of these public access places so that eventually our clients will be able to get out into the community, and it really gives them a sense of confidence that if their service dog is comfortable here, then they can be comfortable here too.
We are quite thankful for the opportunity to come here to Spark and experience some of the different exhibits. We brought our dog for the circus exhibit, which was wonderful because there was plenty of unanticipated noise and movement, and it was colorful and bright and loud, and so it was a great opportunity to be exposed to all those stimulus and have the dog be successful in those areas, so that was great. We also brought our dog for the Animal Inside Out exhibition because for some dogs that may be a bit scary or stressful or threatening, and so it was a really good opportunity to see how dogs react to those different things that they're not going to see in everyday life, so that was really good.
Miskanawa in Cree means pathways or many little paths. The work that we do here with children, youth, and families is really rooted in Indigenous teachings, ceremony, and guidance from our elders. And when I think about what Miskanawa means to me, it means creating lots of pathways or connection to community for children, youth, and families that will help them strengthen their natural support circles. Our partnership with TELUS Spark is fundamental in supporting our children, youth, and families to have positive interactions and experiences together. It's something that we look at supporting through our supported visitation program. So we are able to have parents and their children have visits there so that they can have some healthy bonding experiences, learn new things together, and is in a less structured institutionalized environment. So, rather than having visits here at the office or in a really structured setting, it's nice for them to connect in the community, and it's something that they can use as a bonding experience well beyond their involvement with our programs.
So just this weekend, one of our lodge keepers took a family out to TELUS Spark, and she shared that the mom and the baby child, who's 4 years old, interacted in such a playful manner. They usually don't see that. And also shared that this child has a lot of high energy and usually is running around our office and driving mom crazy, but this was a really safe space for him to run around, explore his environment, and burn off energy. And the visit really ended well and provided them a lot of fun and good memories. So.
Infant the Cold provides lower emergency shelters to children and their families, as well as supportive housing while they're staying with us. 55% of our clientele are children under the age of 12. And a lot of times the families come to our doors for many different reasons, ranging from domestic violence, as well as trauma, untreated trauma from childhood, substance abuse, mental health. So just so complex. And our goal as an organization is to create a community where no child or family is homeless. Our partnership with TELUS Spark serves our clients in many ways. A lot of the families prior to coming here, they don't necessarily have the resources to be able to go to the Science Center. So through this partnership, they're able to go to the Science Center and be exposed to that learning materials. Sometimes staying in shelter is not ideal, and there's many emotional days. So planning a trip to the Science Center is just a great way for the families to escape their realities for a little bit and just delight in science and bond with their children, and just to be part of the larger community too. So last Thursday, we planned a trip to the Science Center, and a lot of the families came back and they expressed that they were not aware of many of the things that they learned. So it was really helpful for them to learn and expand, because a lot of times when the children and families are experiencing homelessness, major emphasis is finding housing, right? So when they go to the Science Center, they're just able to focus and delight in science and be able to learn something that they've never known before. Last week when our families went there, we have a mom, she's 50 years old, and she has 2 little kids, so they attended the trip, and she came back and she just told us that some of the stuff she's never learned her whole life. So this was like a whole new concept and a whole new world. And then we also had another family that went. So they went to the theater and she had no idea about 3D. And her son told us, he's 7, said that it was the first time he learned about the universe. He had no idea that there's that many stars out there and there's different planets. And typically a lot of kids by the age of 7, they are exposed to this material. But with our families, they don't have access to these services. So for him, this was like the greatest thing ever. So without the partnership, we will not be able to take the families. Our goal is to provide shelter, but we also want to be able to provide them more than just shelter while they're with us.
Big Brothers, Big Sisters is a volunteer mentoring organization. We connect children and youth who are facing adversity with caring adult mentors. We focus on one-to-one mentoring because the research shows that the individual attention from a mentor can help a young person develop their resiliency and social emotional learning skills. Last year, we supported over 1,300 matches in and around Calgary, and in the time that we have been serving Calgary, our mentors have made a big difference in the lives of tens of thousands of kids. Big Brothers and Big Sisters has been partnered with Spark for over 5 years, and in that time, I'm happy to say that the passes have been used by hundreds of bigs and littles. Our partnership with Spark has allowed our bigs and littles to access a resource that is fun, engaging, and educational, and many of the kids in our program would not have had that opportunity without this partnership. And that's important because we believe in expanding the possibilities of our matches. And Spark does that. So Spark has a special place in my heart. Not only am I an employee here at Big Brothers and Big Sisters, but I also mentor with Big Brothers and Big Sisters and have been doing that for almost 5 years. I matched with an awesome young boy. Hi, Christian. Hope you're doing good in school. And 5 years ago when we were matched, the first place that we went was Spark. I knew going in, with what little I did know about Christian, that he was into science and technology and had a really inquisitive mind. And one of the first things I thought of, especially knowing that we had a partnership with Spark, was that we should go to the Science Center. And we had a great time. I can still remember the animations that we made, and we took photos and videos of them on this projection interactive sort of experience that they had. Christian had a blast, and it's a fond memory that we reflect on often.